Okay. Hello, happy Monday. Hello, Ellen. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Oh, all right. So the first thing I'm going to say, and I'll probably have to say it more than one time, is please vote. Vote. Tomorrow is election day. Please vote. Vote blue. Vote blue up. Vote blue down. Vote blue all around the town. Vote blue up and down the ticket. Do not think that your vote won't matter, because I swear to you, I promise you, if you are an American person who is eligible to vote, your vote makes a difference. Okay, said that. It is a no makeup day. It is an exhausting day. So there will probably not be individual card readings today. I am doing my best to stay awake. We were traveling this weekend. We had a marvelous time in Colorado. We got no sleep. We got home very late, and I am so tired. So, I always say when I'm yawning, it's usually dehydration. Today, I'm saying it is absolutely dehydration, but it is also just complete exhaustion. All right. I want to say that regardless of what happens tomorrow in the United States, I will say, first of all, please do not, if you are an American or if you are in another country and you are watching this, and you're watching what is going to happen tomorrow, please understand that there will probably not be a final answer tomorrow. And regardless of what happens, you can see my boo ghosty over my shoulder in the window. Regardless of what happens tomorrow, we will probably not have a definitive answer. Now, we are certainly hoping that Kamala Harris is going to wipe the floor with him tomorrow, but there are states that take a little longer to count their votes. So if you are someone who is not used to how things go in an American national election, just please don't panic. We know it's a little weird, but we may or may not have a definitive answer tomorrow, so please don't panic. Okay, also, and again, vote. If you haven't already voted, vote. Your vote is very, very important. And I had friends of ours who the dad is not able to stand or walk well, and they went to the polling place and they were able to bring the polling machine to the car so he could still vote. So please do not be afraid to ask for special dispensation if you need assistance at a polling place. Okay, moving on from election stuff. Today's Monday. Next, a week from tomorrow, is the first class in the advanced or expanded Building Your Business class with Journey Within Spiritualist National Church in New Jersey. It is a Zoom class, so we've posted the link before. If you look, it's pinned at the top of the page on Facebook. We'll make sure it gets pinned again on Instagram. This is a 3-part class. It's going to be 3 Tuesdays, so it'll take us right into Thanksgiving, and it's going to be not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow. And the class is 3 sessions. You get 6 hours with me for $75. It is a great opportunity, and it's also a fundraiser for the church. It's a fantastic organization. I'm very proud to work with them and represent with them. Also, then, so that is very exciting, and I'm really looking forward to that. The classes are recorded, so if it's not in your time zone, please don't worry, and they will email a copy of the recording. The recordings are only good for a certain amount of time, and I don't know how long that is, but the classes will be recorded, and then they will be sent out after. Hi, Laura Lou. So we are, it is unclear whether or not I'm going to do individual cards today. So as I was saying in the very beginning, I've been traveling, got home very, very late last night, and I am tired. And I try not to do cards or any kind of a reading when I'm overtired, because we don't want my stuff getting in mixed with your stuff. So we'll see. Okay, so big things. I'm tired. Vote in the election if you are qualified, certified, not qualified. So if you are allowed to do that, I know many people in many countries are not allowed to vote if you are here on visa or whatnot. But if you are eligible to vote tomorrow, please make sure you do if you have not already. Class with the Journey Within Spiritualist Church. It starts a week from Tuesday, which is open. The class is open to everyone. Again, $75, 3 sessions, 6 hours with me. Is going to be a hugely expanded class of what we did for 2 hours a few months ago. This is going to be a much more expanded class, and it's also going to be much more interactive because they've given us so much more time. So they gave us 2 hours in the first one. It was just so much information. It was just cram-packed in there, and there was no opportunity for discussion or questions. And so this is going to be a really expanded class. So if you are a light worker, healer, reader, any kind of person starting a small business, this is the class for you that's going to really be in-depth about how to help you get going and to get your business off the ground. Also, if you look on Instagram and on Facebook, you'll see also posted there was a flyer that is we're going to do bringing back now that we're past the hurricane season and the Jewish Holy Days. We're going to bring back live mediumship events. So our November live mediumship event is going to be on the 21st. This will be on Zoom, and the Zoom link is provided with payment, and it's $25 for a ticket, and it's going to be on November 21st, 7 o'clock, I believe 7 o'clock, and I'm really looking forward to bringing back our live mediumship event. So that is very exciting. Okay, so here's what is being sent and shared through the universe, and we're going to work with James Van Prague's messages from the guides today. Oh, I'm so sorry. And I'm very sorry Laura Lou is struggling. I need some guidance, so hopefully we can get some of that done too. But here's what I want to say is what's going on is it's important right now to keep the vibration high. And so this is what's really been coming through to me. As I sit and I look at this and I think, okay, well, it'd be great if, you were psychic and you could actually see what the outcome of the election is going to be. I know a lot of people, not just in this country, but around the world, are really watching the American election with very bated breath and a lot of concern for what that means for other countries and things like that. And there are psychics who, reputable psychics are not weighing in one way or the other. And then there are people who are. And I think that it's easy to cause panic. And so the thing that I hear people saying, the thing that I am receiving when I ask, and I sit and I say, okay, what am I supposed to tell people about tomorrow? Because everyone is talking about, of course, what's tomorrow. So when I ask for guidance, I say, what is the most important thing for our highest and best good for me to be sharing with people about the American election? And the thing that comes through over and over and over again is not just about keeping the faith, but about keeping the vibration high, okay? It's not just about keeping the faith that we believe or we hope or we pray that it's going to come out the way we want, but it's more about keeping our vibrations high, knowing that we are responsible for our own energy. And so if you are not a person who, if you are somebody who's really struggling with this and it's like stressing you out, then walk away. Turn off the television, turn off the news, go read a romance novel, go walk in nature, take a bath, do something that is going to keep your energy high. The worst thing that we can do right now for any of us in any situation is to feed into the frenzy and allow our energy to sink, and to allow our energy to be dictated by other factors that are not about us. And so right now, the most important thing for all of us to be doing is to own our own energy, which is why, if you heard me, I own my energy. They go low, we go high, of course. We do not give blowjobs to audio equipment. So important things to own our energy, right? And so when you hear me say, listen, I am very, very tired, and you can see it in my walls. I am very, very tired. And, oh gosh. So the first night we stayed at a beautiful hotel, and the first night we was just so dry. My husband and I were up every 2 hours just going, drinking water. And then we were asked for a humidifier, and that certainly helped. But still just, but we had a blast. I mean, it was so great to be with my family, and we had such a wonderful time out in Colorado, and it's so gorgeous out there. I think it would probably the adaptation time would just be I don't know if I could adapt back out there. I mean, we lived in California for a long time, but I don't know if I could adapt because, oh, my nose, my eyes, my everything. Anyway, so very, very tired. So owning my energy means, thank you, Laura Lou. So owning my energy means that I am careful about expending my energy, but I'm also careful about not working when I may not be able to give you my best. So when people call me and they're like, "Hey, do you do a free question?" And people call me all the time and they say, "Do you do a question, like a free question, or can I just ask you a quick question?" And I say no. And I'm not trying to be mean, but if I'm walking my dogs and watching out for coyotes, which has become a new thing here, if I'm cleaning the cat litter, or I just got out of the shower, or I feel like this, I'm really super tired. I've had 3 cups of coffee and an energy drink, and I'm still like, this is not my ability to do my best work for you. And for you, I always want to make sure I'm doing my best work, that you have my cleanest, purest, most divinely guided, connected, heartfelt energy, and then I'm not going like, yeah, well, this card says forgive yourself, and so just, forgive yourself because you're okay. I mean, that's crap. I don't want to do that. So, and this is why, so I'm not ever trying to be mean to people and be like, no, I'm not doing that. It's about protecting and owning my energy. So how do we own our energy, right? Not just me, but all of us, right? So whatever's going on tomorrow, or today, whatever, do what you need to do that works for you. Do what works for you to protect your energy. The more we can keep our energies high, the more we can protect ourselves from any of the drama tomorrow, any of the people who might have strong opinions one way or the other, any of the projections or predictions, or, hey, knock that up, knock it off. Sorry, my puppy's being naughty. So the more we can protect ourselves. And here's the thing, when we keep our energy higher, not only are we, and we're doing the things that enrich us, like walk in nature, go stand in the grass, just read a book, whatever it is that's going to enrich you. And you know what? If that means Netflix and chill, then great, whatever. As long as it's something that is enriching you and is keeping your energy flowing and higher vibration, first of all, you're going to stay healthier, you're going to stay calmer, you're going to keep anxiety and depression at bay, and you're going to insulate yourself from those who may have a different tactic. Because the last thing we want is to attract someone who is going to feed on our low vibration, like a narcissist or an energy vampire. Because when we have our energies be low and we're defeated and we're frustrated, depressed, we are like, it can send out like a beacon to an energy vampire or narcissist. And that's the last thing we want, right? We want to be, keep our and do not under any circumstances fall asleep on the toilet. Okay, so that is also very good advice. Do not fall asleep on the toilet. So, don't take your phone with you. Do what you got to do. Get up, get off. Okay, or whatever. Okay, so important public service announcement. And if you're at risk of falling asleep, please do not drive a car or heavy equipment. Please make sure you are seated someplace where it is safe for you to fall asleep. So, it's important that we protect ourselves, okay, on any given day, not just because there's an election. It's really important that energy management and energy maintenance, that is our responsibility, right? We don't think about it like, oh, I'm just going to respond to things that happen. No, it is our responsibility to be responsible for our energy, for what we are letting in, for what we are putting out. If we're putting out negative energy, guess what we're going to get back, right? So especially in this time with everything so uncertain tomorrow, we want to make sure that we are protecting ourselves. We are putting in love and grounding and safety and security and whatever it is that vibes for you, so that that's what we're reflecting out, because that's what's going to help everyone regardless of what happens tomorrow. Because even if it's not decided, by midnight tomorrow, which it probably is not going to be, it'd be nice if it was. I would love to claim that. We're going to, say it's going to be a great victory for our girl, Kamala. Love my cat shirt, my cat Kamala shirt. Okay, but we're going to wait and see. But in the meantime, there are things that we cannot control. We cannot control the outcome of an election with 150 million people. What we can control is our energy. So it's not just about tomorrow, but on any given day, it is so important that we are making sure we are feeding ourselves what is going to enrich our energy and help us make this beautiful bubble of love and light around us, so that we're not being bombarded or damaged by things coming at us. And also when people come and they cavitate on us and they bump up into our energy, do we want them to bump up into gugh? Or do we want them to bump up into love and light and support and enrichment? And then they bounce off of that and they go, ooh, that was really great. I want to be around that person more. Or I'm going to take that and I'm going to take it over here and I'm going to bump up into somebody else and I'm going to spread that love. Okay, that's our responsibility. Is energy maintenance and energy management is our responsibility. Just like our health is our responsibility of, like, go to the doctor, try and get some exercise, eat, don't eat a bunch of junk food. All of those things are our responsibility to take good care of ourselves. Energy is part of that. Part of our energy maintenance is taking good care of ourselves. Okay, do we wear crystals? Do we? I saw somebody said they put they had a bath with essential oils and Epsom salts. We have a salt lamp in my house that we, for the longest time, we just never turned it on. I don't know why we never turned it on. It was always there. We never turned it on. Now I have it on all the time. And I noticed it's a wonderful thing in my house. It makes a huge difference. So what can you do to protect your energy today, tomorrow, and every day so that you are being responsible for your energy? That is the biggest thing that has been coming through to us, is that regardless of what happens today or tomorrow, it is important for us to be responsible for our own energy. So that means if it doesn't go your way or whatever, if it's an election or if it's anything that doesn't go your way, take a breath, close whatever that media is or whatever the situation, and walk away just for a minute. So my husband and I, traveling Colorado, and we're sitting at the table yesterday with my family, brunch, lots of people, all this was a lot of fun. And there's a deal on phones. My husband wants a new phone. My son wants a new phone. He's like, hey, do you want a new phone? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not the one who needs like the new hotness, like every, the brand new thing. But that's definitely my husband. And he's starting to tell me about, and this and this and this and this and this. And I'm like, you know what? My brain is not able to assimilate this information right now. I need to close that door. I'm not mad. We're not having a fight. I just need to close that door. I need to put a pin in this, and we're going to come back and talk about this a little later when I get my head around it. Because he's going to blah, 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 technology and then facts and numbers and figures, and I'm just going, blah. And so it's our responsibility. We don't have to be mean about it. I can be like, shut up, No, we just be like, hey, I need to close the doors on this right now. I can't absorb it. I just need to put a pin in it. We're going to come back to it. Okay? And we talked about it this morning. Okay? So we are responsible for our energy, and it is okay to say, I need to take a break. I need to walk away from this right now, or I need to take a break, and can we come back to this later, or I'm just going to turn off the TV. Okay, so whatever it is all okay for you to do those things to protect and own your energy, right? That is really important. Okay, so we're going to pull a couple of cards, and then we'll just see where we are. Okay, we'll just see where we are. Because, I hate to say no, but I also just don't want to do a crappy job for you. What do we need to know this week? Now, I did put the Forgive Yourself card, and I just put it on top of my computer because that was a throwaway card that I was using as an example. So that card is out there, so we're just not even we'll talk about it. So what do we really need to know about what's going on this week that we need to be aware of? And so this comes in as express your feelings. And I love when the cards, they just eavesdrop and they tell us, that they're paying attention to us. This is what we were literally just talking about. What do you need? Be responsible for what do you need, okay? And so you'll see all of these things. But what you notice here is that the higher chakra colors, blues, pinks, purples, all the things that are associated with the throat and up are at the bottom. And that the lower chakras, and it's a height thing. It's not better or worse, okay? The lower chakras, the more earthbound chakras, oranges and yellows and reds, which are the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra, which are just on the totem pole, are the lower ones. The more grounded, earthbound ones are at the top, which is reminding us that we have to take care of our energy, that we have to be able to, that we get to be able to take this as the priority, grounding ourselves, rooting ourselves. What do we need to do to stay grounded, stay connected, stay in a good way? That is the top priority. And metaphysically connected right now is the second priority, okay? Chris says your health is more important than individual readings. You have to take care of you first, otherwise you won't be able to put anyone else's oxygen masks on or drink from an empty cup or light an empty lantern. Pick your cliche. That is 100% right, and that's great advice for all of us. So what else do we need to know about? Like, where are the obstacles that we need to be aware of as we're going forward in this week? And this is, oh, I love this, like attracts like. Like attracts like. I put the light in a different spot. It seems to be helping today, but it's making the cards weird. Light attracts light. So thank you, Chris. And so this is what we're talking about, keeping our energy, managing our own energy. Because when we're managing our own energy, we're attracting other people who are staying grounded and rational and connected and operating from that place of love and light. And we're not attracting the like attract likes. If your energy is low, we are that beacon of light for the energy vampires and the narcissists and people who would take advantage. So we keep our energy strong. And I know sometimes that is hard. It is hard. So it is, we feel like right now, I'm tired. Okay, I'm going to yawn again. I really just want to go take a nap. But I know that will mean I won't sleep all tonight. So trying to stay up. Also, I haven't seen my kid. And so he came in late last night after we were already in bed at like 1:30. I heard him come in. We hollered, hey, you home? How was work? Okay, that's really good. Okay, talk to you tomorrow. But he was working a day shift this morning, so he was out before I even woke up. So we haven't even seen him. And then my poor husband, he left to go to his job. And so, I haven't even seen my kid yet today. So he probably will be home somewhere. So trying to stay awake. So when we feel very depleted and we feel very tired or drained or angry, frustrated, depressed, any of these things, our energy can come down. And so it can be really difficult for us to say, okay, I got to get look, reading Isabella, you're a spammer and you're blocked. Goodbye, banned. See ya, bye. See ya, bye, spammers. Okay, so oddly, that gives me a little happy thing because I don't want spammers on our page, and I love that. I just feel like we blocked another one. That's somebody else you don't have to worry about. There are things that we can do to help keep our energy up, right? Doing something for others helps keep our energy up. So making sure, I'm very protective of you all. I don't want spammers coming after you guys. That's crazy. Ugh. But doing things where we feel grateful or we feel peaceful, where we just close our eyes and we just take a few of our conscious breaths, right? Tongue on the roof of the mouth. We breathe in through the nose as deep as we can. And we hold it. And we let go and let the breath fall out. And we bring our belly back to our spine and we push empty and we just empty the body of air. That's conscious breathing. It's box breathing. You can breathe in, hold, exhale, hold, right? How they teach in the military. These things clean us and clear our energy and clear all this stuff. And then we can start to look at okay, I am very, very tired, but I am still grateful. What am I grateful for? Well, I'm grateful we had a great trip. I'm grateful we had traveling ease. I'm grateful we came home safely. I'm grateful that everything went so smoothly and wonderfully. I'm grateful that we rented a car that was big enough to help carry other relatives in and out. I'm grateful that because relatives I don't get to see very often, I got to have extra bonus time with them in the car. I'm grateful to be at home and sleep in my own bed. I'm grateful, these are the things that can help bring us joy and bring our energy back up, right? It's easy when we get, especially this time of year, we just had Halloween in the United States, that your energy goes down. What do? We reach for the leftover Halloween candy. That is not going to bring our energy up, right? We want to do that from inside, okay? If you want to have the Snicker bar, fine. Okay, I had one. But if you want to have it, fine. But that's not the way to bring the energy up, right? To bring the energy up is, and I'm not talking like caffeine or an energy drink. I'm talking about our energy, okay, that we bring up from a place of gratitude, right? We take a deep breath and we say, I am so grateful that as tired as I am, I still wanted to be able to be here today. I thought about canceling. I didn't want to cancel. I wanted to be with you all. I wanted to come in and spend this time. Okay, that is where we lift our energy, right? That's how we do, because like attracts like. So that if we are keeping track of our energy and we are maintaining it and making sure we are utilizing it and caring for it the same way we would care for our heart or our lungs or our diet or whatever, our physical health, we must care for our energetic health, because like attracts like. So if we're gonna, if we want to really have that love energy that others are going to bounce off of and take our love energy and pass it on to the next person and the next person, we've got to be the ones to start the bubble, which means like attracts like. So what are we wanting to attract? We want to attract, and you'll notice that this card is all blue and purple, right, which is all the higher chakras. So once we get our house in order and we've got our lower chakras all taken care of, now we can start working on the higher chakras, and then here we are, okay? So what else do we need to know about all of this? And that is know your truth. Know who you are, know what you stand for, know what you're about, and know that it is okay if your truth is I'm done, or your truth is I gotta say no, the truth is I gotta go lay down, the truth is, and I've talked about, doing things for 30 minutes, where you do something for 30 minutes and you say, okay, I gotta take a break, let me see, can I do another 30 minutes, do I need to take a rest for 30 minutes, okay? Managing yourself, knowing where you are and what works for you, and not being afraid to say what you need. And so this is, if you'll notice, we have the bookends here. Where are we? Bookends. There we go. No? This one goes in the middle. Okay. So we have the bookends of, that one. Got it. Okay, we have the bookends of the colors are the same, right? So we have the grounded colors at the top from our first card and our third card, and then we have the higher chakras at the bottom, and then the higher chakra colors in the middle. So this is reminding us that it's really important to know who we are, know what we stand for, and know when it is enough to be able to say, okay, that's as much as I can do right now, and I need to just put a pin in that, close the door on it, I'm going to come back to that later. Okay? So knowing your truth and acting on it, that is your right. Okay? We do not have to be obligated into sharing our energy and all. Yes, Nan Stroud, absolutely. You can do anything for 15 minutes. Absolutely. She's such a wise woman that we're so lucky to have in our lives. Such an amazing mentor. It is our prerogative to make the decisions that are best for us. Okay? So please don't let somebody guilt you or shame you or try to cajole you. Oh my gosh, can you see this? I don't know if you can see this. There is a little squirrel in my tree right there. Can you see him? I don't know if you can see him. He's right there. So, okay. I see him. I have a big mirror in front of me, and I could see him in the mirror. Oh, there he just went up the tree. So it is up to us, again, to take that personal responsibility. So not to let anybody else try to bully you or push you into doing something that you maybe are not wanting to, or not feeling like that's not the right move for you, okay? And so one last card, and it's interesting because it's kind of upside down. It says death is an illusion. And so this comes in upside down. And this reminds us that, as we put it in upside, it comes in upside down, but death is an illusion. This reminds us that it's up to us how we want to interpret things. It's up to us how we want to move forward. So death is an illusion. We know that the soul continues, and we have that continuity of spirit. But at the same time, we want to make sure that when this comes in upside down, it says don't get sucked in to someone else's drama. Don't get sucked into someone else's illusion, right? We're trying not to get sucked into someone else's story. Like, we have to do this because, okay, you can take that information, but then take that information and digest it so you can decide if it's true for you, because it may be the illusion for you. What is true for others may not be true for us, okay? All right. I think right now, if I'm looking at this right, we have a small audience today with Chris, Laura Lou, and maybe Ellen. And if that is the case, me try and do 3 cards. Okay, so if you want a card, I'm going to try. Let me see, because there's not 15 of you. Okay, so Laura Lou had asked for a card. She says she's having difficulty saying no to people and things, and something she's trying to regain her strength back, and she needed some guidance. So Laura Lou, if you're still there, I know you asked me for a card. I'm going to pull one for you, okay? And if anybody else, I see that there are 3 people currently live with us. So if there's other 2 people, Chris and whoever else would like to have a card. So Laura Lou, here's a card that I pulled for you. It says you're never alone. And so you're saying that you're trying to regain your strength, and also that you are asking for guidance about the situation. Let me scroll back to see. Just, you've been struggling things, and you would like to have some guidance. So Laura Lou, this thing is just reminding yourself that you have all of this. And so the orange is this sacral chakra, and the yellow is the solar plexus chakra. And so we can convince ourselves that we're alone and that there's nobody here to help us. But the fact is that if we can get quiet and to be able to say, somebody come and help, or if there's somebody you want to get guidance from, like when I need some help, I pick out a couple of different pictures of very specific loved ones, and I look at them and I say, I need your guidance now. And I can literally feel those people to come close. And so we have the opportunity to bring those people close and to welcome them close to us. So Laura, what I would suggest for you is if you have a person who's on the other side that you would love to have on your spirit team, or you already know that's on your spirit team, just take a picture of that person, right? Maybe just it could be in your phone or grab it out of a photo album or whatever it is, and just sit quietly and just remember all the wonderful things about that person, about why you would want them on your spirit team, and then to be able to say, please come and help me with some guidance right now. And you can ask the question to be able to say, what is it that I need to know? You know, my favorite question, what do I need to know right now to help me move forward on my path for my highest and best good? Now, the trick is, we don't discount what comes in, right? It says we're never alone. That means if we were having a conversation with somebody who's across from us and we say, well, what should I do? And they say, oh, here's what I think you should do. You wouldn't just be like, oh, I'm just making that up. You're just making that up. You would take it seriously what that human being across from you that you trusted was saying to you. So why do we not take seriously the same things that a person or an angel or an animal spirit or somebody who would give us the same loving guidance? I mean, who is going to care and want to cheer for us and help us more than our loved ones in spirit? They can do so much more for us. So, our loved ones here, yay, but our loved ones in spirit, they no longer have all the baggage and complication that sometimes our loved ones here have. So, Laura Lou, take a picture of someone that you would love to have on your spirit team and just sit and think and breathe and be thankful for that person and ask the question, what do I need to know today for my highest and best good to help me move forward on this path? And know that they will be there for you, okay? We are absolutely not alone. And again, we don't discount what then pops into your head. You might just write it down real quick and don't discount what pops into your head, okay? All right, Ellen. Journey within. Ellen, this is green. This is all green. So this is money, and it's an adventure. It's a new business, a new venture starting, but it's also the heart chakra. Ellen, this is also the heart chakra. So this tells me there's some things that need to be forgiven in there. So that there's some things that need to be forgiven in there, that we want to make sure that we're taking the time to clean out the heart chakra, okay? And sometimes we hold the hurts of past relationships, betrayal, trust issues, and things in the back heart. Okay, so Ellen, this is a really opportunity for you because we just had the new moon, so energy is coming up. We're in the waxing. This is a time for you to be able to say, okay, who do I need to forgive? What am I still holding on to? What stuff do I need to just let go of and be done? I gotta tell you, the little squirrel, he's still right, I don't know if you can see him, he's right there in the Facebook picture. I don't think you can see him in the, there. So anyway, okay. So Ellen, what do we need to forget? We gotta go inside, we gotta look inside, we gotta say, okay, what's going on with me? What am I still holding on to? What, because we say, what am I still holding on to? Ooh, that person's name is going to pop in your head and be like, yeah, I haven't talked to that person in a while. Okay, we don't need to rekindle things. We don't need to open doors to, especially if those were toxic relationships. But sometimes we might need to say something just so that we can be free. Okay, we may need to write it down and throw it out. Okay, we don't need to burn it. I'm not a huge fan of burning things. We just throw it out, okay? But what is it that you need to clean the house there, okay? Clean the house. Hello from Australia. All right, so Chris would like a card, something related to productivity when I'm sick would be wonderful, but whatever I need to know for now would be awesome. So here's the thing about productivity when you're sick. We get ourselves all guilted up, right? And so when we have, when we're feeling under the weather, we can ask ourselves, what is the most important thing that absolutely has to get done today when we're feeling sick? And then we're going to ask ourselves, am I feeling like I can even do a part of that today? Okay, so the biggest thing is when we're are feeling sick about being productive is first of all, giving ourselves permission to rest. And second of all, looking at the thing and say, okay, is there something today that absolutely positively has to happen today, and what is one little bite I can do to take towards that? And then we were just talking about Nan Stroud's 15 minutes. Oh, Luo, you're a spammer and you're banned. Goodbye. Bye, spammers. See you, bye. So, nope. Bye-bye. Okay, so that's how we can break things down. Linda's got a fun question. So Chris, that's going to be really the place to start as far as things are for productivity when we're sick. Okay, so let me grab, I do have this card for you. And Linda says hello from Australia. And Laura Lou says, yes, my auntie in spirit, we were very close and you've been struggling with her grief. I feel she's always with me and that's really helpful. Oh, no. Oh, happy tears, happy tears, happy tears, Laura Lou. All right, so Chris, as I'm talking to you, and I hadn't even looked at the card yet, but as I'm talking to you, this card is take responsibility for your actions. So take responsibility for your actions. Now, part of taking responsibility, you're welcome, Ellen Jane. So part of taking responsibility, Chris, is being responsible for our health, which is everything we've been talking about. So we were talking about part of being responsible for our health is knowing when we can say, okay, I got to stop, and that's as far as I can go today. And then taking that rest, right? That 15-minute Nan Stroud thing that we've talked about, and I know you and I have talked about that for so many times. So be responsible for resting, be responsible for being productive. And when you are ill or feeling under the weather, we also take responsibility for not beating ourselves up, for not being a whirling dervish of getting a whole bunch of stuff done in that day. We say, you know what, today was not that day. Today was not the most productive day for me. Tomorrow will be better, okay? And tomorrow I will have other things I'll need to do, plus the things that didn't get done today. So tomorrow I'm going to say, well, I'm going to do the best I can, and I'm going to get done what I can get done. Okay, and we're not going to beat ourselves up for it. Okay, so we take responsibility for our actions, and we also take responsibility for our non-actions, for our rest. And remembering, this is green, which is the heart chakra, which is taking care of our health, right? And then we also have the orange and the yellow in here, which is sacral, is the blood and the fluids in the body and grounding into into the body. And the yellow is also how we speak to ourselves, how we speak about ourselves, our self-esteem, our self-worth. And so this is all those things. Look how blended together the colors are. They're all smooshed all over together. So we're making sure that we are taking care of our health, and we are taking care of our body. We're taking care of our brain. We're saying, nope, I'm giving myself permission. So we do the 15 minutes, and we say, okay, what else can I do? So we say, what is the most important thing that has to happen today? Not 6 most important things, just the one. And what is one piece of that I can do right now? And then 15 minutes, maybe 30, and then we go back and we reassess, okay? And we don't beat ourselves up about it. So we take responsibility for resting. We take responsibility for working. We take both, okay? And as we've been talking about, we take responsibility for our energy. Okay, so we're going to do Linda, and we're going to do Fatima. All right, so Linda, these are card readings today, so I'm not sure if there's grandkids for you. But this is understanding your body. Okay, and so this tells me that there is, and with the green is all about the heart and the love and the love energy and the healing. Yeah, but when I feel into it, it does feel like there are grandkids for you. It doesn't feel like they're imminent though. It feels like there's maybe still like maybe 2 years away, but yeah, it does feel like there are. I don't want to say I feel like they're coming because, one, I'm super tired today. But when I ask about it and I say, are there grandkids? I hear yes, but it's out there. So it's not here. It's not right here. So Linda, I think, just be patient with it. But again, this is understanding your body, and this is the green energy, which is all about love and healing. And so remembering that people are going to come to things in their own time, and knowing that the body can do miraculous things, and that there's not just this little window that there used to be for women having children, and there's so many ways to have children these days, but it's also about making sure that we are operating from this place of love, and that we're respecting the people who are making the decisions of what's best for them in their lives, and knowing that it will come in the right time. Okay, so this is understanding the body, and that's just understanding your energy body, that's understanding your mental body, and just make sure that you're coming from this place that's surrounded by love, because this card is green, totally green. It's the heart chakra surrounded by love. But when I feel about it, Linda, I do feel like they're out there. I just feel like they're not right here. They're a little bit more out. Okay. Oh, Chris, you are so welcome, my darling. And I know we need to make an appointment to talk, so maybe later this week. All right, so we're going to do Fatima, and then I think we're going to be done. Hi. All right, so Fatima, thoughts create your reality. So make sure that you are being true to your heart. Make sure that you are thinking about the things that are like what you want versus what things that other people may think that you want or tell you that you're supposed to want. So this is the throat chakra, right, the blue, and about making sure that you are speaking your truth, and you're doing that you are creating the reality that you want and not creating the reality that someone else has told you that you want. Okay. So making sure that you are staying, you have a little bit of orange in here, so making sure you're staying in the grounded. But this card is all blue. This is all about looking into the third eye, the ajna. What is it that you want? Like seeing what is right for you. And then also blue in the throat chakra of really saying what is right for you. Speaking your truth. So it says thoughts create your reality. And that's really great. But we have to give voice to the thoughts. We can say, okay, think. But we've got to put it out there. Okay, it's got to go out. So thoughts create our reality, but they're so much more powerful when we put them out into the universe. All right, so we've Brenda, one last card. And Brenda, this says, make each day count. This is the teal color. I love this one because the teal is like this mix of all the colors. You've got some blue, you've got some yellow, you've got some green. So this is so many different things that are in here. And so Brenda, this is about, and if you see how this one is all, the energy is going out, whereas like like this last one was like the energy was, like squiggling around. This one, the energy is all going out, okay? And so, Brenda, this is reminding you that you are putting out your energy to a lot of different directions, and make sure that you're putting it out in the direction, again, that is right for you, but that you are not, because I don't know if you can see it, there's also circles in here. So make sure that you're protecting your energy so that you're doing the things that are bringing joy to you, and that you are not putting everything out for everyone else, okay? So that you're putting out to make the day count, that you're putting out the things that are the energy feed, the things that fill your bucket as you're giving out, because you're giving out a lot of energy to other people. And so this is a reminder for you to be mindful of how much energy you're putting out for others. So when you make it each day count, it's not about, did I get everything done? It's, did I have a meaningful day? Did I impact myself and others in a meaningful way? Did I end the day feeling satisfied and encouraged and blessed that I did something that was enriching to myself and to others? Okay, so when we make the day count, it's not about checking off the to-do list. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, you are welcome. Mwah. All right, and Linda Rose. Okay, I'll have to be patient. Thank you for reading for me. You are welcome, my friend. I will tell you that my older son is 26 years old, almost 27, and when we first told my parents that we were pregnant, years and years ago, my mother said to me, she goes, "Oh, that's wonderful. I was going to give you one more year." So you just, you got to just let it happen. It's just not, it's just not up to us. So just know that they're on their path, and they're doing their thing. All right, last card, so we can wrap it all up. This is release toxic relationships. This is going to be very important for tomorrow. We want to make sure that whatever is going on with the American election tomorrow, and anyone that you may know on either side of whatever issue, that coming from a place of love, coming from a place of compassion, and not coming from a place of fractionating or tribalism or blocking, just coming from a place of love and compassion, and saying that we're believing that the best is going to happen. But at the same time, if there is abuse or people who are being rude or aggressive or whatever kind of way tomorrow, that we can be able to say, I'm just releasing this to the universe right now. I don't need to absorb any of this, and I also don't need to throw the baby out with the bathwater. I don't need to necessarily end a relationship. If someone happens to be having a strong reaction on a day like tomorrow, we can just say, okay, I'm just going to take this, and I know that is that indicative of the person, or maybe is it indicative of how they're handling a stress response in a stressful situation. If it is not indicative of the person, let's have compassion. Let's protect our energy like we talked about, and let's maybe to be able to go forward in a way that is going to say, this is a compartment, this is not who that person is, and they were just having a rough day, and we're going to, forgive, release, and go forward in a place of love and compassion. Okay? And always remember, no matter what country you're in, no matter what happens tomorrow, always remember how very much you are loved. Thank you for taking the time to be with me today. Thank you for your patience, and I appreciate your gentleness with me today. Remember that we do have the Build Your Business class starting 1 week from tomorrow on the Journey Within website. You can go to journeywithin.org for the 3 sessions, 3 Tuesdays in a row, 6 hours Build Your Business class for just $75. You get 6 hours with me, and then you also get the live mediumship event is going to be on Zoom on the 23rd. first. So tickets are just Venmo, $25, and you'll get the Zoom link. So make sure you put in your email address, and we will see you there. Have a wonderful day. Keep the energy together. Keep your energy protected and strong, and know that you are loved and all will be well. We'll see you next week. Mwah.